Dad talked about the fact that some things are just over the L. I took Dad to lunch at the Blue Moose in Prairie Village, Kansas, and we were bellied up to the bar there. And the bartender's helping us, and he's visiting with us and talking to my dad, Mr. Bicklemeyer this, Mr. Bicklemeyer that. And I said, Dad, tension on me here. Come on. I need a little help. What's going on? I got a problem at work. I don't like anything that's going on above me. There's a new leader. There's a new CEO, and there's this, and there's that, and there's this, and there's that. I can't say a nice thing about him. He said, you working on finding the like? I said, I'm working on it. I just don't like it. He said, well, sounds to me, though, you do like some things about work. Yep. What do you like? I like the people who work for me, the work I do, and the people I work with. What don't you like? What's going on above me? And that's something you don't have any control over, right? Yep. And you're worried about it all the time, and you don't really have any control over it. Nope. Then you need to realize some things are over the L. If you want to stay there and keep doing what you're doing, you need to think this too will pass, and some things are just over the L. I don't understand, Dad. The bartender's saying, what's over the L? What does that mean, Mr. Bicklemeyer? He said, well, it was 1951. There was a flood. And in Kansas City, Kansas, the meat market's right down by the river. And they told us all summer long there might be a flood. It really did happen pretty quickly, though, that all of a sudden the National Guard swoops in and they evacuate. Can't take anything except for my best set of knives. I drive home to my home in Shawnee, and I go home, and we're watching television. We fall asleep that night, and the next morning I hear your mom out in the front room. It's 1951. There's only one television set in the family room. And so Dad walks out, and he hears Mom crying. She's crying at the television set. John, come quick. It's over the L. It's over the L. And she's crying and screaming, it's over the L, John. And he said he walked out, and he looked, and there on the television set, he could see the visual that it was over the L. Because, you see, up the hill from the meat market was a grocery store called Milgram's, M-I-L-G-R-A-M-S. And there was a vertical sign on top of Milgram's. And the water was over the L. So if the water's over the L on the Milgram's store that's up the hill from the meat market, where's the meat market? Underwater. Mom's crying, John, what are we going to do? It's over the L. And Dad said, I looked at your mother and I said, Mary, let's go back to bed. It's over the L. And I looked at him and I said, oh, Dad, that is so gross. Is that why you call Jerry the flood baby? So I'm thinking, oh, Dad. And Dad said, yeah, what else was I going to do? Might as well make the most of the situation. And the minute you realize that so many things you worry about are over the L, the happier you're going to be, because so many things that people worry about are over the L. What Dad said is really, don't take life so seriously. You're never going to get out of it alive anyway. We all get so worked up about stuff we don't have to take seriously.